friends, it's Terri Gaines, independent demonstrator with Stampin Up. In this video, I'm going to showcase the product I pre-ordered from the Stampin Up September through December 2024 mini catalog. As demonstrators, we can purchase product early. Customers can order from this mini catalog starting September 4th through January 6th, 2025. I did not purchase everything in the catalog, but I have a nice variety to share in this video. And in upcoming videos, I will go into more detail on projects created with the product in this catalog. I'm going to start out with designer series paper that is shown in two locations of the catalog. It is shown on page 5 and page 29. On page 29, it's in a suite of product. I did not order that suite or collection, but I did order the paper, and I'm excited to share that for every $3 or for every package Stampin' Up sells, they will donate $3 to organizations dedicated to the future of children around the world. This designer series paper is beautiful. You get 6 double-sided designs. Here's one of the designs, and this is the other side of that design, a nice background. Here's another design, and these have a vintage feel to them. I just love these. They're going to be so versatile for so many of your paper crafting projects for the holidays. And even some of the papers on the back side are not specifically for the holidays. But we have, all of these papers coordinate with Stampin' Up's exclusive colors, which come in cardstock, inks, blends, accessories, and lots of different product. Some of these are great for scrapbooking or making a home decor wall sampler. And this is the other side of this print. And as I mentioned, there is a suite of product that coordinates around this designer series paper. Here's another great one for scrapbooking or home decor piece, and here's the other side of that paper. Absolutely love this paper. The next product I'm going to share with you is on page 15 of the catalog. I'm loving this. This is great for any crafter, beginner or experienced, and it is a mix and match product. So one of the items in there are some cards. These are full-size cards, and actually I should say 6 by 4 in size, and coordinating envelopes. So in the card packet you get 9 cards. I only have 4 shown here. You get 3 of the garden green, 3 of the cherry cobbler, and 3 of the night of navy. And then you get these envelopes that coordinate, and these are absolutely beautiful. They've got a gold dipped design on them, gold foil. They're called Gold Dip Mix and Match cards and envelopes, and they mix and match with these other packets. These are some card packets that you can mix and match. There's 3 of them. Each of them come with 8 sheets, and these sheets are 5 by 7. And there's 2 of each of the designs, and they are die cut. So all you have to do is pop them out and adhere them to your project. What I did with all 3 of them is I placed them on a 12 by 12 piece of cardstock so you could visually see all the elements in one pack. And keep in mind, you get 2 of each of these, so double of this in one packet. Love the colors. A lot of the elements have a gold foil design to them. So this is the Joyful Images Mix and Match. Then there's a Joyful Sayings Mix and Match. Again, 2 of each of these. And look at these beautiful images, sentiments for inside and outside your cards. And then the third one is Tags for the Season. And there's 2 of each of these, all different size tags for holiday and non-holiday events. So what I did was I did create 5 simple cards. I used the elements from those packets, and then I placed them on the cards. These are adhered with the liquid glue, multi-purpose liquid glue, just a dot behind these elements here and there. And then this is a larger element. You can use your regular adhesive. So many amazing things you can do with that product. I am going to go quickly through this, so the beauty of it, you can rewatch it or pause and rewind to get more or to get a closer look. on the product I'm sharing. So the next product I'm sharing is on page 18. This is a specialty designer series paper, a little bit of festive. There are 6 12 by 12 sheets in here. 3 of them are double-sided designs. You get one each of these 3 double-sided designs, and they are very versatile, and they coordinate really well with those gold dip cards that are cards and envelopes that I just shared with you, and also with the mix and match items I just shared with you. The other 3 pieces are 12 by 12 die cuts. They all come in one sheet. What I did was I actually adhered mine to real red cardstock so it could showcase the beautiful images a little bit better. And you can see some of them have a gold element to them or gold design. Absolutely beautiful. And these are great for cards, scrapbooks. They're great for 3D projects, all kinds of projects. And here's the second or one of the sheets. So for counting, this would be sheet number 5. And this is one of these die cut sheets with all these beautiful elements. And then the 6th sheet in there is these 6 card fronts or frames, or you can use them for so many different things. A strip of design here, and 3 of these have punch outs on them. So just love the versatility that you can use those packets for. Now this is a bundle that's further down in the catalog. This is probably, or this is on page 40, but I'm showing this kind of first because it is a sentiment stamp and dies that can be bundled together for 10% savings. You get 12 stamps in here. I've stamped all of them. The dies have 4 dies to them. But the reason I'm showing those early is so many of these sentiments are so perfect for the mix and match. All of these would work great for the mix and match, and I just love these beautiful labels that you have here. So that is on page 40 of the catalog. Now I'm going to go into the suites that I pre-ordered. Absolutely love the suite collections. What they are is you can use one code number to get everything in the suite if all the product is available. If it's not available, that one code won't work, but you can still order everything individually that's available. And the bundles are bundled together for 10% savings. This first suite is on page 22 through 25 of the mini catalog, and it is a mega suite. You have 2 bundles. I'm going to show those in a minute. You have an embossing folder. This is a 3D embossing folder. It's called Painted Trees. And when you run it through your die cutting machine, it has 3 trees on it that are deeply embossed, that are just different layers. Absolutely beautiful for a subtle background or many different projects. I am creating projects. I'm going to share those in separate videos. I do have a few samples further down in this stack of projects. There are some elements, embellishments to the packet. These are the gold textured adhesive back dots. You have 3 different sizes, and there are 50 of each size, and they are just really beautiful. The other embellishment in this packet is this ribbon. It is the cherry cobbler and gold satin ribbon. It's a 1/4 inch in thickness. It is very thin and perfect for creating bows for your project. Absolutely love this ribbon. And as I mentioned, it's cherry cobbler. There are 2 bundles in this set. As I mentioned, I call it a mega suite or mega collection. So the first one I'm going to talk about is the Peaceful Seasons bundle. This bundle, you have just sentiments, or this stamp set, you have just sentiments. There's 19 of them. And the dies for this, you have, I think there's 8 dies here. So if you can see what I did here is I just stamped all the sentiments. This Christmas can be cut out with that die, and those 2 together can give you layering like that. These other dies are absolutely beautiful. Look at the detail. Well, I have other sentiment stamps I might want to use these with. So I decided I was going to see if I took all my dies and I put them on that plastic window sheet that my photopolymer stamps came on, that I take them off and put them inside the case. I use Post-it notes, put all 6 of these dies on here, went through only one time on my die cutting machine because I did not want it to cut out. I just made an impression. I don't know if it's going to show up on the video, but then made the impression so I know where these decorative images are on the dies. So I can overlay these on my stamps to see which other stamps I can use with these dies. Absolutely love them. And then many of them, 3 of them, have slits here so you can put your ribbon through there. So very versatile. The other bundle in this is called the Peaceful Evergreen Bundle. It has the stamp set and the dies bundled together for 10% savings. So you get these images in the stamp set, and then for the dies, you have 8 dies. So we have dies that will cut out these images. These are 3 additional images. You have dies that will cut these out. So the same die I have that I cut this tree out, I cut this image and then I overlaid that. And it just shows you how you can overlay those items. You have this one die, it's like a plate. It cuts all those holes out at the same time. Then you have dies that you can create this adorable little bow. These 2 are the ends, and then you just use mini glue dots to put those together. Watch for future videos on making projects with this bundle. The designer series paper in this collection is beautiful. It's a specialty paper because it has this gold foil design. You get 2 each of the 6 double-sided designs. On the back side of each print, it has the same color as the front, same colors as the front. For example, this is Cherry Cobbler and Real Red. And it has, it's so versatile. Each of these designs are slightly different. And then you have a variety of different colors in each of these sheets. And so beautiful, or each of these designs, I should say. And here's some pretty peacock, a little bit of Lost Lagoon in there. And then we have Mossy Meadow, we have Old Olive, and here we have Basic Beige, Crumb Cake, and then that gold element. This paper is a specialty paper and it's so beautiful. So I'm just moving right along. The next bundle, or I should call this, there is a bundle in here, but it's a suite collection. It is the Reindeer Days Suite Collection. There's a lot in this collection. You have this embossing folder. It is 6 inches by 8.5 in size. It is the Forever Plaid. And I do want to let you know that the folder itself is 8.5 inches in length. If you take a card base that is 5.5 by 8.5, place it in the folder, put it right up to the edge here, and run that and close it and run it through, it does not texturize about 1/4 inch of that. So I just want you to know that. But look at that amazing detail in that 3D folder. This is going to be so versatile. Another item in this suite are these red and white adhesive back peppermint. Aren't these cute? You have, you have 50 of each size, 50 of the 3 different sizes, and their adhesive back. They're going to be great for so many of your paper crafting projects. You have this red and white baker's twine, and that is going to be versatile for Christmas packaging. And then another thing in this suite are these book treat boxes. So I'm going to do another video with samples with this. You get 10 in the package. They're a 2-piece box, so there's 20 things, 10 of these and 10 of these. They are die cut and scored for you. So you're going to bring these tabs in. The ends are going to go over like this. And the nice thing about it is there's adhesive already there. You peel that backing off and you adhere that. You will fold on those 2 score lines, peel the backing off of that, and that's where this goes. It will close up, and then this closes over. Makes an adorable treat box. So stay tuned for future videos on that. This suite has the Reindeer Fun Bundle. You have dies with 18 dies and a stamp set with 13 images. Some of these images can be cut out with the dies, so I've stamped the ones that can be cut out with the die, and all of these additional dies are in the bundle or the die set. These two together will create this image. I did recut these with the silver foil. These two will create this gift. These two creates this gift. These three create the reindeer, which I love this concept. I die cut this one in early espresso. You can see it peeking through, the color peeking through those openings. This one is in basic white, and this one is in pecan pie. So when you layer those together, you get all of that detail. Isn't that amazing? Then you have this wreath that you can put around the neck or use it for different projects. You have items you can build on that wreath. And then you have this die. I have it this way, but it can be rotated any direction. And you have some sentiments. The coordinating designer series paper can be cut out with these two dies, and that actually makes it so versatile. The rest of these images you can fussy cut. Now I am going to give you a tip. I'm not going to go into detail on my projects, but when you fussy cut from this designer paper, this one can be die cut, but when you fussy cut these, I like to back it up to the same color that this paper is. So this is Granny Apple Green. I took my paper and I took a blending brush, went into my Granny Apple Green, went over here so it camouflages all my imperfections for my fussy cutting. You can do the same with that same, with this design, but a different color paper. So I'll talk a little bit more about those in a moment. But this is one sheet. You can use this paper as it is, but you can also fussy cut, as I mentioned. This is the other side of the same print. Here's another design. This deer can be cut out with the die, and maybe I failed to mention, this can be cut out with a die. So here you can fussy cut these and put them behind basic white paper. This is the other side of that print. Here's another cute design, and here's the other side of that print. Here's a design, the other side of that print. Here's another cute design, and this is the other side of that print. Here's another one. This is one that I did fussy cut around this one, and I used Balmy Blue, and I used that die cut. And then for another idea is to cut a window in your basic white and then just trim around enough to tape it in the back, so you can you can maximize your designer series paper. So many cute designs on here, and that's the back side of this. I only have one card sample that I'm going to show in this video. Stay tuned for future videos. But this card concept, you can use that same concept and put any of these in your card base. So stay tuned, as I mentioned, for future videos. This next suite of product is the Nest of Winter Suite. I do have a video I just released on this whole collection. I'm going to show you a few samples I have, but my video I just released, I'll link to it in this text portion of this video. I go into a little bit more detail of the projects that I'm going to share. This suite, you have these linen threads. You get 3 different colors, and there's 10 yards of each of these in the packet. Very versatile. This is not just for holidays. You're going to love that for all occasions. The natural, these are the earth tone shimmer gems. 4 different colors, 2 different sizes, and they are absolutely beautiful. You get those in the suite. You can purchase everything separately. There's a large folder, again, 6 by 8.5. And just a reminder, it doesn't texturize the last 1/4 inch of your 8.5 piece, but this is a very subtle, very nice for so many of your projects. It's the Birch Wood 3D folder. The bundle is the Winterly Tree dies and stamp set. So you get 7 stamps in that stamp set and 9 dies. There are 4 dies that will cut out these 4 images. You have 3 sentiments in the stamp set. You have these 4 dies, and then I call this the feature die. And as I mentioned, I have another video that'll go into more detail. These 2 elements on the designer series paper can be cut out with the same dies that cut out the these two images. I love that because now Stampin' Up! Has given me a great way to color in all of my images. I can just switch out the colors to whatever color I want the bird to be. So that's a little sneak peek of the dies and the stamp set. This is the sheet of Designer Series paper that will cut these two images out with the dies. This is the other side of that paper. Just love this paper. This Designer Series paper, you can use it as is or fussy cut around all of these images. And this is the other side. This Designer Series paper, absolutely love this. You can fussy cut around this or use punches and dies to cut out the different elements. And then this is the other side of the paper. Just such a rich looking paper. This Designer Series paper print is this on one side and this on the other side. So versatile for your paper crafting projects. This Designer Series paper, this design here is repeated on this side. So this will be great for card fronts and so many different projects. And this is the other side of that print. And the last design is this design with this on the other side. I'm just showing you a sneak peek of 6 of the cards in my video. I'm going to link you to the other video. I showcase some cards with the featured die. I show with the Designer Series paper, a fun fold, and then how to create the card with the circle and use both sides of the Designer Series paper. So such a fun suite of product. Moving along, the next suite of product is on page 32 and 33 of the catalog. It is the Snowy Scene Suite Collection. It has this beautiful Pool Party 5/8 inch pom-pom ribbon. Can you see those cute little adorable pom-poms on this ribbon? This is going to be great for lots of different holiday projects, and actually any holiday. Any occasion, I should say. It doesn't have to be Christmas. So that's a beautiful ribbon. We have these white loose snowflakes. So these are so cute. You can, I just grabbed all the same size. So let me get a few other, there's some tiny ones, there's a couple that don't have all the petals on them. That's okay. You've got a variety of different sizes there. They've got a little bit of a thickness to them. They're going to be great for snow globes. This suite has this adorable snow globe die, actually 2 snow globe dies that you can use these in your snow globes. The bundle is the stamp set and the dies bundled for 10% savings, or you can purchase them separately. You have 20 stamp images in the stamp set and 23 dies in the dies. And the nice thing about this again is some of those dies will cut out the Designer Series paper. So we have all of these images that you can stamp and cut out with the dies. You have additional images here. You got 2 different shaped snow globe dies and 1 base that's good for both. That same base will cut out the Designer Series paper. The globes will cut out the Designer Series paper. And these dies will cut out elements. As long as your snowman doesn't have earmuffs or a hat on. And the same with the little penguin. So, and you have some sentiments in a background. Just love this bundle as well. Or I should say, I love the entire suite, but the bundle I really love. And I love the Designer Series paper. As I mentioned, you can cut these out and the bases out, or use the paper as it is. This is the other side of that paper. Here is the design with the snowman. Now this tree and that tree can be cut out with dies, and the snowman, as long as he doesn't have a hat or the earmuffs on, you can die cut those out. This is the other side, a pretty plaid. The penguin design is beautiful too. Now you can die cut with the scarf or without the scarf, but if it has a hat on, you're going to not be able to get that whole image. But you can fussy cut those or use the paper as is. This is the other side of that paper. Here's another design in that packet. This is going to be so versatile and just goes really well with the other side of that print. Here's another beautiful design in that packet. Going to be versatile, and then you got these cute little candy canes on the other side. And this is lots of mini snow globes. You can use this paper for a variety of different projects. And then this is the other side of that paper. So I am excited to share some projects with that collection. Moving along, the next collection is on page 34 and 35. It's the Regal Winter collection. It has these beautiful Regal foiled adhesive elements, all the same size, but in 4 different colors. And you get 160 of these, so 40 of each color. And then we have this ribbon. This is the Blackberry Bliss and Gold textured ribbon. It's a 1/2 inch and it's got some texture to it. You can feel it. You can feel the wove in there. And then you have that gold metallic thread on both ends. And this is going to be great for so many projects. The bundle is the stamp set and the dies. There are 7 dies to this bundle, or to the dies, and you have 10 stamps in the stamp set. So I have stamped these to show these. I absolutely love it when there's so much detail in the stamp that you ink it up and then you stamp it and you get just so much detail in that one image. These can be all die cut. Here's some sentiments in the stamp set and the background stamp. So you have this die, plus this is one die. It cuts out this image and that's the inside of that same image. So that's going to be great for so many projects. This bundle, I keep saying bundle when I mean collection, includes this Regal stressed specialty paper. You get 2 each of 3 designs. They are not double-sided. They're just printed on one side. But you have a white and gold design, you have a cherry cobbler and gold design, and then you have a pretty peacock gold design, 2 each of these sheets. The designer series paper is gorgeous. You get 6 double-sided designs, 12 by 12 in size. This is one side of this paper, and this is the other side. Aren't these rich prints? Here's one side of This is one side, this is the other side of that paper. Here's another multicolor floral. And the beauty, as I mentioned early on, all these colors coordinate with Stampin' Up's cardstock colors, ink pad colors. Makes paper crafting so much easier when everything coordinates. Look at these rich designs. This is one side and that's the other side. And another beautiful print. Love these floral designs. And then you've got a nice background on the other side. And then this one, you've got this print, and that's the other side. So pretty. The next product I'm going to share is the last suite collection in the mini catalog. I do have some bundles I'm going to share after this. This collection is the Splendid Autumn Suite Collection. You get these faceted glass and adhesive elements. There's 4 different colors, 2 different sizes, and these are really, really pretty. You're gonna love those. We also have these are the woven golden leaves. You get 75 in the package, and it might be hard to see on the video. They have a gold shimmer to them. They're woven. You can feel the wove. It's almost like a thin netting or screen. And I'm excited to share projects created with this bundle, with this collection. As I mentioned, I'm calling it a bundle, I mean collection. The ribbon in this collection is so pretty. It's wild wheat, and I think that's going to be a vanilla stripe in there. And it's got this rustic weave to it. It's so pretty, and it's very versatile. Or flexible. It's going to be great for tying bows. The designer series paper in this suite is 6 by 6 in size, and it is called the Splendid Autumn 6 by 6 paper. I'm going to keep this over for a moment. It is 12 different designs, 4 of each print, so you're going to get 48 in the packet. You have these beautiful autumn designs on one side and then a background on the other side. These are so beautiful. And it's amazing the talent that Stampin' Up has for the artistry that they provide in their papers. Just beautiful scenic designs. And as I mentioned, the other side you have backgrounds. There are so many different projects you can use this paper for. And here we have just some beautiful designs. Here's a pretty scenic design. We've got beautiful floral design. Some fall colors in the trees. Another beautiful design of some flowers here. And then look at that beautiful design. That's going to be so versatile for your paper crafting. The bundle is called the Autumn Expressions. You get a die with dies, have 8 images or 8 dies, and then 9 images. I love the sentiments in this stamp set. And then you have these 3 images that can be die cut. You have these 2 elements that can be die cut, this and this. And then this is one die. It's going to cut these 2 out at the same time. This is going to be really versatile. I haven't created anything yet, but stay tuned. This is like hinge, so you can die cut that and it folds over. You can add the chain on this side for a frame, or you can put it on this side. So it's going to be very fun to create with this. So stay tuned as I share more projects with this. Now I'm on to a couple bundles that I purchased. Typically a bundle is a dies and stamp set or stamp set and punch. This bundle is designer series paper and 1 die, or you can purchase them separately. The 1 die will cut out these different elements here, and what you do with that is you create a bow. I'm going to do a separate video on how I create the bow. I do want to let you know you need to run it through 2 times, and it works perfect for 6x6 paper. And this paper works perfect because this will fit right on your 6x6 paper. And this paper packet is slightly different than most of our 6x6 papers. For this one, you get 4 different double-sided prints. So you get this print, and this is the back side of it. You get this print, and this is the back side of it. You get this print, that's the back side of it, or front side of it, however you look at it. This is one side of the print, and that's the other side. And you get 12 of each. So you get 48, but you get 12 of each of those 4 designs. And as I mentioned, I'm going to do a separate video to give you details on how this adorable bow is made with the dies and the designer series paper. The last bundle I have to share with you is a bundle that is on page, goodness, I wonder what page this is. This is page 42 of the catalog. I have my little cheat sheet on the side. And this is a stamp set that has 14 images, and I don't remember how many dies there are in here, but there's a lot of dies on this. So you have 14 images. These can be die cut. This stamp, let me show you. These 2 stamps I cut out with the very same die. Both that die can also be layered with all of these die cuts. And look at the beautiful detail all of those dies have. And I would highly suggest that you use adhesive sheets. When you work with these elements, it will allow you to adhere them so much easier. And I'm excited to share projects with this bundle. The last item I want to share with you is some specialty paper that is found on page 53 of the catalog. It comes in 3 different colors: garden green, granny apple green, and cherry cobbler. It is the festive glimmer paper, and it's 12 by 12 in size. It's got glimmer on one side, and you get 2 each of those 3 different colors. As I mentioned, I was moving along really quickly. I wanted to give you a sneak peek of what I pre-ordered out of the mini catalog. As I mentioned, customers can order starting September 4th. If you would like one of these catalogs and you are not working with another demonstrator and live in the United States, contact me and I will send you a catalog. Go to my blog. The link will be in the text of this video. Then go to contact me. In the top left corner is my email. Email me your address and I'll mail you a catalog. I hope you enjoyed this sneak peek of what I pre-ordered from the mini catalog. If you have any questions, please reach out to me. Take care and happy creating.